Hey team, welcome back to Project Me, day 79 maybe? Don't know. But today we're gonna go back a step and we're gonna talk about my feelings. Yippee! Very exciting. And we'll do probably another progress video over the next few days as well, just to check in and be accountable with myself. But in any case, let's talk about my feelings. And in this case, the feeling that I'm feeling is intimidation. I'm feeling intimidated. Let's talk about it. So firstly, last Wednesday, I went to a meeting with my fellowship group. It was like an end of year sort of thing, so just good vibes. Went in to the office. There was a speaker, there was food, some, of course, networking, naturally. But just good vibe all around. But I got there early so I could chat to a few people. And I was particularly interested in this because the speaker that we had lined up is the president of one of, if not the largest think tank out of India. And that is relevant to my field. So I was very interested in this person who was coming to speak. I had the chance to speak with him for a few minutes before everything got started. Nice guy. If you ask me, no, I'm not going to say that. Lovely guy. And he gave a very insightful talk as well. Very profound. And I'm glad I took a notebook and wrote some things down because it was very deep, lots to dissect, and genuinely might have been the most insightful 15-minute sort of roundtable discussion thing I've ever been a part of. And it was really just him talking the entire time. He was great, genuinely. So insightful, so profound. But anyways, I got to speaking to him a little bit before the event, and I mentioned that I was helping to build a think tank. He said, oh yeah, send me an email afterwards. So at the end of the event, I got his email from someone else. And the next day, I sent him an email just saying, hi, it was really nice to meet you, really enjoyed this. You came at a time where, for context, his talk spoke a little bit about his life, career, Indian youth, for example. And part of the life career sort of thing was that he had chosen a long time ago to follow what did he call it? A one work policy, meaning for him there is no work-life balance. It's purely work and life falls in around that, which I thought was interesting because it's a huge contrast to how we do things in a lot of the Anglophone, and I'm going to go on a limb here and say Western countries. So I thought it was very interesting. Very, very interesting. But put that aside, he was saying he just didn't take holidays, he just didn't vacation, he just worked perpetually. And I thought, oh yeah, interesting. Because I sort of do the same thing. I don't really know how to take breaks. I'm perpetually working. I don't really take holidays or take weekends unless I have a meeting with a friend or I'm catching up with them or with family, for example, or I just genuinely have nothing to do, which is never the case. I always find something to do. But when he was saying that, I was like, huh, how interesting. And I said this in my email to him. I said that I really enjoyed this bit because you came at a time where I was doubting whether what I was doing, working all the time, was actually the right thing to do. And so I really appreciated that. And one thing that really stuck with me from his talk was when he said, who cares if I burn out? What if I never burn at all? And I was like, yeah, yes, right on the money. Love it. So anyways, I said that to him in the email, and then I was like, I'm really thankful that you offered to let me send you an email. This is my organization. We've grown. Here is strategy at the moment. This is what we're planning to do. Sent it, and then the next day I get an email back from his executive assistant, and she was like, he'd be willing to have a short call with you. He's available from these dates because he's got a busy man. It'll be towards the end of the year. Let me know when you'd be available. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. So I respond. I say, hey, I'm around this range of dates, preferably X time zone. And she's like, oh yeah, cool, sounds good. And she sends me the invite. And in the invite, I see that the attendees, it's not just me and him, it's also her, the EA, another EA, and also the director of programs at the think tank. And so I'm like, whoa, I thought that this was just going to be like a low profile, meeting. I don't even know what to expect, to be honest, but I expected just me and him, to be honest. But now it's me and 4 other people for an hour. I'm just scratching my head going, how am I going to fill up this hour talking to 4 people I don't know about something they've never heard of before? Sounds like either an opportunity or a spectacular chance to fail. I'm hoping for the former. But still very intimidating, not only because I've got to fill up that entire time with, a productive conversation, but also it's with 4 people that I don't know. And 2 of them, the program director and the president of the think tank, they are titans of the field that I'm in. So intimidating not only because of the people taking part, but also the time. And a third thing as well, which are the stakes. I don't actually know what the stakes are from this conversation. And that's also a little bit scary. I don't know if this conversation could be very productive and open many more doors to come, or it might just be a waste of both of our times, or all of our times. And I really hope it isn't, because he is a very busy man. They all are, no doubt. And I'd hate to waste his time, and I'd hate to waste my time. So I don't know what's at stake, and that is a sort of discomforting thought. I like to know where I stand. So, interesting. We'll see. But on the bright side, because it's over 2 weeks away, I have lots of time to prepare. I'm going to read his book. I'm going to read his recent publication. I'm going to read as much as I can about the other people attending. And I am going to come up with a brief sort of plan for action for what I'd like to get through in the meeting. I have asked the EA, hey, how do these meetings normally go? We'll see what she says. It's a Saturday over there now, so not sure when she'll get back to me over the next week, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm intimidated for that reason. And so because I'm intimidated, I'm feeling nervous, and I feel like I want to shrink back inside, which is interesting. I feel like I wanted to withdraw and just stay safe, stay comfortable, but of course that's not the right thing to do. And thankfully, most of me is very willing to push through and figure this out and prepare adequately. No, prepare in an outstanding way to make sure I'm ready for this. I want to maximize the chance that the doors will open because of this. So we'll see. But yeah, not very nervous, but I'm trying to rewire that into excitement more than anything else. And I'm sure it will be by the time I get there, because I'll have so much time to prepare for this. I will be fine. I will be okay. I will be great. I'll be great. But that's where I stand with that. It took me a while to sleep yesterday because I was worried about it. But again, a little bit ridiculous given it was so far away. But man, thanks. What can I say? What else can I say? Oh, good news about this as well is that I have a friend flying in tomorrow I'm going to catch up for lunch with. Let me back up a step. So the think tank director organizes a major conference, international conference every year. My friend who's flying in tomorrow, he went last year to said conference and might have met him. And I'm hoping that he has, because then I will get to talk to him about who this guy is, what's he like, understand a little bit about what more to expect from this, and just get an idea of this man's bearing as well, which is the important thing for me. If I don't know where I stand with someone, I like to know where they stand with themselves and others. Just helpful, I guess, to know. So I'll quiz his brain tomorrow, pick his brain, and hopefully get a little bit more context about everything as well. What else? Just because I won't talk about it in the next video when we talk about progress, I'll just touch on the think tank stuff a little bit. My team's grown to about 20 people, so I'm managing quite a few. I'm going to let a few people go because they're just not pulling their weight, which is unfortunate, but I think in an organization that's very new, the culture is really important, and I'm trying to foster a culture that's very communicative, very on top of it, very warm. And there are some people that are just clearly not a fit for that. And thankfully, it's very easy to let them go, especially when they haven't done any work. So I'm going to have that conversation with a few of them soon. That'll be good. Oh, there goes my light. That will let me focus on the people who are doing work and give my attention to them. I've also found a deputy to help me out in a deputy for the team. So they'll help me out with management and organization and feedback as well, which is really good. Takes some of the work off me, allows me to focus on some of the more big picture stuff for the team. And then the think tank as a whole is doing well too. We keep growing on LinkedIn. We're at, crazy turnaround for how fast we've grown on there at least. Funding, still a problem. But we have some promising leads for next year, which is exciting, which will give us a more consistent avenue of funding as well, which is good. Obviously, you want that. You want consistency. You want predictability. And the other good news about this is, despite the uncertainty right now, the entire executive team is very committed to making it work, which is fantastic. I've got such high hopes for this, and I don't want to jinx it, but I think this will go far. I'm very excited to see where it goes. But anyways, we're going to leave it there. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and I hope your weekend is even better. All the best, guys. Take care.